Alright, so you've probably seen polar bears in nature documentaries, looking all majestic, chilling on ice, and being the ultimate winter warriors. But let me tell you, being born as a polar bear is one of the worst things that can happen to you. It's basically like playing life on hard mode with no cheat codes. And by the end of this video, you'll be glad you were born a human with heating, grocery stores, and a Wi-Fi connection. Let's get into it. So you're born as a polar bear cub. Congrats. Except you're tiny, blind, and completely helpless. You weigh less than a pineapple. And where are you born? In a freezing cave your mom dug in the snow. Hope you like tight spaces, because you're not leaving for months. Meanwhile, your mom is literally starving to keep you alive. She hasn't eaten in months. So if she runs out of fat reserves, oh, you don't even get to experience life. Game over before you even press start. Okay. Let's say you survive baby mode. You finally get to step outside, see the Arctic, and feel the cold wind on your face, and immediately regret it. Why? Because it's freezing. I'm talking minus 40 degrees Celsius, minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or worse. But hey, at least you have thick fur, right? Wrong. Cubs don't even have their full insulation yet. It's like stepping outside in winter wearing a hoodie when you really need a parka. And guess what? You also have to learn to swim in ice-cold water, which, by the way, can kill you if you stay in too long. Fun times. Alright, so you survived cubhood, you're a bit bigger, and now it's time to hunt. Except, hunting as a polar bear is basically playing hard mode every single day. Your main food? Seals. But seals aren't just chilling on the ice, waiting to be eaten. No, they hide under the ice and only come up through tiny, breathing holes. So you have to stand completely still for hours, waiting for one to pop up. And if you miss, congrats. You just wasted an entire day and are still starving. Oh, and if the ice is melting too fast, the seals escape into open water. And now you have to swim miles just to find another hunting spot. No ice equals no food equals starvation. Speaking of ice, let's talk about the biggest problem of all, climate change. The Arctic is heating up like someone left the oven on. Every year, there's less and less ice, which means polar bears have to travel farther, swim longer, and starve more often. Some bears have to walk hundreds of miles just to find food. Imagine having to walk from New York to Boston just for a sandwich. Not fun. And when they can't find food, they start eating whatever they can, which sometimes means garbage. Literal trash. Not exactly the high-protein diet they need to survive. Polar bears are technically apex predators, but let's be real. Life itself is trying to kill them. Quick rundown of their biggest threats. Starvation. If you miss a few meals, you're done. No second chances. Drowning. If the ice melts too fast, you might have to swim for hours with no land in sight. Many don't make it. Other polar bears. Yeah, adult males sometimes eat cubs if they're starving. It's like living in a horror movie. Humans. Oil spills, pollution, poaching, and habitat destruction. Need I say more? Basically, everything in the Arctic is trying to kill you, including your own species. Polar bears don't need enemies. They've already got nature throwing every possible challenge at them. Let's say you actually survive all of this. You grow up, get strong, and become a big bad polar bear. Surely things get easier, right? Nope, because once you get old, your teeth wear down, you can't hunt as well, and guess what? You starve to death. There's no retirement home for polar bears. No senior discount on seals. Just hunger until your body gives out. And in zoos, sure, you get food, but now you're stuck pacing in a tiny enclosure while people take selfies with you. Either way, it's a rough ending. So yeah, being a polar bear, absolute nightmare fuel. You're born tiny, you freeze, you starve, and if you somehow survive all that, you just get old and starve some more. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Honestly, being a polar bear is like playing a survival game on the hardest difficulty, except the developers keep making it worse with every update. Oh, you finally figure out how to hunt? Boom, ice is gone. Good luck, buddy. Alright, that's it for today. Stay warm, stay safe, and for the love of all things fluffy, don't be born as a polar bear. See you in the next one.